Oh, oh my God, Kelly, I am not
What's
in
the
the mood.
matter, Bill?
I'm so tired. not. I'm not in the mood for this. Don't make me do this
Aw,
short attention span webinar.
come on. It'll be fun.
It's not fun. It's not fun. It's work.
You can do
Work.
it.
Oh, good. Now you're a motivational speaker. Kelly, we all have times when we're just there's no there.
Mm.
There's that. I walked into the golf shop of a course that I belong to, and I don't know what it was, but someone looked at me and just visually said, "Wow, what happened?"
Oh,
I
wow.
was so drained. There's times that we're just not feeling it, and
Mm.
let's give some tips for what to do in that situation. Number one, Kelly.
Yeah, get organized. Absolutely. It's a great time to clean your desk, go through your files, just clear your space, and kind of walk in with a fresh start. It's a great time for that.
There's something crazy about getting organized. I can't quite put my finger on it, but you clean your desk. I'm looking at my desk right now. It's awful. You
Mm.
clean your desk, and you say, "Oh, that's right. I got to do that," and you write it down. And then you run something over here. "Oh, that's right. I got to do that," and you file something. And then you break
Yeah.
out the Windex, and you spritz and you spray and you clean. I cannot tell you why this is, but it works. You just get that little bit of push just from
Yep.
simply getting organized. And you end up with a list of things to do and some motivation. It's nuts.
Mhm.
Nuts. Now, calling on some existing accounts. Kelly, what's that going to do for me?
Well, again, it may, depending on how busy you've been leading up to this crappy day, it may have been a while since you've talked to some of your existing accounts, and we never, ever, ever want to lose sight of our most important asset, which is our existing customers. So, and whether that's for any specific reason or, again, if you haven't talked to them in a while, you can absolutely pick up the phone and say, hey, let's do a quick account review. We haven't talked in a few months. We've got something new over here. I kind of want to find out where you're going in 2013. Let's sit down and compare notes over a cup of coffee. I mean, I would advocate this even if you're not having a bad day. You absolutely have to do this.
Yeah, this is just a way of saying here's a safe environment for me, because
Yep.
because the tank is empty and I'm not motivated, I don't want to say the wrong thing, so maybe I don't want to make any new prospecting calls. So you know what? You call some existing accounts, and just hey, let's have lunch. The other thought is, hey, here's an idea. Quit. Take some time off.
Yeah.
Take a couple of hours. This is something that I will do. I'll jump on my motorcycle and I'll just bomb around, go down to Cape Cod, come back or something, and 2 hours have passed. Or I'll go and I'll hit a bucket of balls or whatever. It's just one of those, like my brother said, when it's busy, you work your tail off. When it's quiet, go play golf. And what that does for you, it's like recess. Why do they give you recess in school? Because they want you to have a break so that when you come back from the break, you're more ready to learn. And it's the same principle as, in fact, we talk about this in our time management course, Kelly. Remember the whole Pomodoro technique thing?
Yeah.
Where you work for 25 minutes, you take 5
Quick
off.
bursts. Yeah, quick bursts and then breaks. Quick bursts and then breaks. Absolutely.
Exactly. You might also take in some motivational material. Do you have any go-tos, Kelly? I've got a couple of go-tos in my list for
well, it doesn't really specifically have to do with like sales, but I really like Malcolm Gladwell a lot. He's so intuitive, and his stuff is just always kind of makes me go, yeah. So, what about you?
I just bought a new Malcolm Gladwell when I was on campus at the University of Chicago the other day.
Okay.
Chicago. They had one. It's a compilation of his blogs and his articles from the New Yorker, and it's called What the Dogs Saw. So it's I just picked it up. I just opened it up on the plane on the way home, as a matter of fact. But yeah, also I've got these audio CDs. They are on Napoleon Hill. It's Success Through a Positive Mental Attitude.
Okay.
If those things don't motivate you, you might want to check for a pulse. And then there's going for a walk. This is another good one. I love going for walks. I'm very fortunate to live a half mile from the ocean, and I can just walk down the road and go, bombing up. There's a little side street that goes up to Abrams Hill, and I come around and come back, and it's awesome. It's a great way to just get some exercise, but also it gives you that break. it gives you it's like you're hitting the reset button.
Mhm.
You know, and you, of course, have got your kids to to push along and take with you, right?
I was going to say I do a walk every day with my twin 2.5-year-olds and my two labs, and it's not real peaceful, but I definitely get my heart pumping, and that's just as important. It really, really is.
Hey, you know, peaceful, that's overrated. You know,
yeah, exactly.
I don't think you had twins so that you could get some rest.
No.
All right.
No.
Any other thoughts on this, Kelly? Anything else you could think of? I know you had a couple of ideas before we started recording.
Yeah, I was just going to add a couple in there. I really like to every once in a while, pick the brain of my friendly competitors. If I'm in the neighborhood around one of them, I might say, let's grab a cup of coffee and let's just commiserate a little bit and swap some ideas. Obviously, no trade secrets or, client information, but it's always fun, and it just makes me feel better about the industry. And also, I like to try something new every once in a while. I like to take a different way home, maybe decide I'm finally going to try that kind of food that's always scared me. It's just a kind of way to kind of shake your brain up a little bit, and it could be anything. It could be a new hobby. It could be an author you've never tried reading before, maybe some new kind of music. It's always good for your brain to, to do something a little bit different.
It's funny that you say that, because that's not sometimes it's not a lack of motivation. Sometimes you're just bored.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, I'm sick of talking about this. And I get to that point where it's like, I really can't talk about this any longer. I need to absolutely get a break and get away. And there's a number of things you can do to make that happen. But it's important to do, so keep your finger on that pulse.
Yep.
All right. Kelly, thank you very much. I'm going to go get some rest now. So get back at it. We can record some more short attention span webinars. Thanks very much, everybody. We'll see you all next week. Bye, Kelly.
Thanks, Bill.